There it is. There it is. There it is. We are live, everybody. Happy Saturday night for those that are tuning in live. But let me speak to those of you that are going to catch the replay after the fact of the matter. I am so grateful that you thought enough of our voice and our value to tune in whenever you discover this or whatever page or platform you find it on. My hope and my prayer is that you will be blessed, encouraged, edified, strengthened, provoked, convicted, pricked in your whatever needs to happen for you. I hope it happens now, and that you will do what others are getting ready to do in real time, and that is hit the share button. Send it to somebody that needs to hear it, and let's continue to grow this beloved community together. Be sure you subscribe as well. But with that being said, let's talk to those of you that are watching this live on Saturday night. Somebody said, "Man, you're up late. It's 9 o'clock. What are you? What are you talking about? It's Saturday night. So such thing as up late. We hard to sleep on Saturday night, but it's 9 o'clock. So I don't know where you are in the world. Maybe it's late where you are, but no, it's the night is still young. Who else is here? As you're coming in, say something to me. Let me know where you are, where you're watching from. Speak. You might have partners and collaborators and supporters that are in your city that you don't even know, that you're going to come to know through these gatherings. So let me see. I see West Point, Mississippi is here. I see Las Vegas, Nevada is here. I see Detroit is here. I see, who else do I see? Hey, Jasmine, good to see you. Detroit. I'll see you tomorrow night at 7. Who else is here? Who else? Where else? Talk to me. Who else? I see Lisa Lester in South Florida. All right, Lisa, good to see you. Come on, let's share this, everybody. There we go. I see Montreal in Canton, Mississippi. That's the home of the spirituals. I don't know if y'all know that. Canton, Mississippi is where the Canton spirituals are from. So we thank God for you. Victory, good evening to you. Ray in Phoenix. Jersey. Tupelo, Mississippi. All right. Suffolk, Virginia. Good to see you. Hey, Camille, Charlotte, North Carolina. Good to see you. Northern Virginia is here. Come on, y'all. I see the saints coming on, and y'all tag somebody. Y'all know what to do. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Khadijah here in Atlanta. Good to see you. Let me see. Regina, thank you for sharing, Regina. I pray everybody gets a Regina anointing tonight and shares. Marquise, what's up, man? Marquise Brandologist Smith out here spreading good news all over the internet. Good to see you, bro. Woo. I haven't yawned all day. As soon as I go live, it just comes out. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to press on through. I see, Serve. We're going to talk about Serve Day. Sharon Stroud, good to see you. Edward Deacon, good to see you. Tupelo, it's a quartet off tonight. Somebody mentioned Canton, and so now here come Tupelo, home of Lee Williams. All right, Lee Williams could sing the house down and wouldn't smile, wouldn't move out of place, would stay in one place, tapping those feet the whole time. So great to see you. Who else is here? I see Maryland. Bishop Danny Flanagan. They're in Clinton. Is that Eastern Shore or is that? I'm not sure where, I used to live in Maryland. I'm not sure where Clinton is, but I'm glad that you're here, Bishop. Good to see you. I'm about to pass out. Pastor Moore called my name. You're very funny, whoever you are, stranger. But did you say something? I say something back if I see it. We're at the 4-minute mark. Y'all know how we do. At 5 minutes, we jump into the content. I want to share some major things tonight that I think are going to be a blessing to you. Thank you. Shared Montreal. Bless you, man. Hey, Sarah, good to see you. Ari, good to see you. Rob, tag them. That's right. Join us. There it is. Norvell in Texas. I was in Texas last night. Near DC. Okay, got you. Kelsey, Pastor West, man. Love you, sir. They're in Vegas. Nicholas in Canada. What's up, man? You're on the north side. Carly. All right. I see y'all coming on in now. Listen, it is 4:53. Let me spend these last 7 seconds telling you, if you have not done so, grab a notebook, grab something to take this with. I want to share some major insight that the Lord has put on my heart today, and I believe that it's going to help you go from where you are to where God wants you to be. So thank you, Ash and Chris. I see y'all coming in. You and Mar, okay, all right. Hey, you and Mar, good to see y'all. Tennessee, I see you. We can do the pleasantries all night, but it's Saturday, and some of us got church tomorrow. Some of us have church and church and church and church and church and church and church tomorrow. So we're not going to belabor the point. Pastor Tamara, Mickey, Thomas, Lots, good to see you. I'm looking for you tomorrow night. I know you're in Highland Park. I'm looking for you tomorrow night at 7 at the Detroit campus. But listen, I am Pastor Mark Moore, and it is absolutely a privilege, seriously, all jokes aside, to come into your space and share on this sacred journey called ministry together. It is, of course, Saturday night, which is essentially Christmas Eve once again, because we know that tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow is the Super Bowl for the Saints. And I do not want to hold you long, but I do want to share some things. Thank you to those that have shared. Thank you for those that have tagged. I want to talk about something that I really think is going to be a cheat sheet for tomorrow. And so, again, we try to present principles, which of course can be applied across. I like to say it like this: principles are portable, right? You can work a principle in different industries. You can work a principle in different sectors and spaces. Principles work no matter where you work them. But tonight, it's a Sunday cheat sheet. And so I want to give you some things that are really going to help those of us that are in ministry. And yeah, Dr. Richardson, yes, sir. Sunday Eve, man. Sunday Eve. I want to give you some things that are going to help those of us in ministry. And I want to share this with you first. I'm gonna pull this up. I want you to look at this because I cannot go forward without highlighting what our church did today. We did something called Serve Day. I want you to just take a look at it. This is really just a teaser clip. We're going to drop the real recap tomorrow across campuses. But we had a day of service today that was just unbelievable. And it happened literally across all campuses, which means it took place in different parts of the country. Take a look at this. I'm not going anywhere, but I just want you to see this and rejoice with them that rejoice. Let me see if I can pull this up for you. Look at this. Family, this is Pastor Mark Moore, and I am so excited because we just concluded our Serve Day. All locations between Atlanta, McDonough, Detroit came together to be the hands and the feet of Jesus. We went to nursing homes. We went to schools. We cleaned up trash. We fed the unhoused. We gave out blankets. We went through unhoused encampments to show the love of Jesus. And hear me well. We were able to do this. Everyone that we fed today, everyone that we gave a blanket to, everyone that we ministered to, we were able to do it because of your generosity as a people. What an amazing church this is, and what an honor it is to once again be the hands and the feet of Jesus. It has been said that we should preach the gospel every day, and when possible, use words. Now, with that being said, tomorrow's going to be an amazing day. You can join us across all locations, 8 and 10 at South, 10 and 12 in Atlanta, 6 in Atlanta, and 7 in Detroit. You have opportunities to worship and to celebrate with us, and we hope that you'll seize one, because we cannot serve on Saturday and not see harvest on Sunday. So come in expectation, believing that God is up to something. We're right here in the middle of it. Did y'all see that? Help me. Thank God and praise God for the incredible work that went into today being the hands and feet of Jesus. Now, I'm showing you that to get into the lesson. Okay. That's a segue, if you will, but I got to pause. We literally went out, across the city, different teams, different sectors, different communities. We went and served those who were unhoused. We went to nursing homes and ministered to seniors that were incapacitated. We went to schools and cleaned up trash. We went, literally, we went and fed people. We gave away blankets. It was absolutely amazing. And hear me, it speaks to culture. Now, that's what I want to talk about tonight. If you haven't got your notebook or iPad or folder, whatever it is, do that now, because that is what we're talking about. We're talking about the power and the importance of culture. What you just saw in that video. Now, I do want to say something. And just bear with me. We had a wonderful, that was something that was put together, really, really fast. We're working, of course, to, get the content out. And I shared something with our media team. Let me see. I shared something with our media team that I think is worth mentioning here. In that very, very small, short clip that you just watched, you'll notice that we were very, very raw and transparent and open about what we did. One brother was smoking his cigarette. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I want to just make this clear. We were just so happy to get, and I love our media team. They are amazing. But because we were so spread out today between Atlanta, McDonough, Detroit, north side of the city, we were everywhere. And so, there was just a lot of diversity in shots and shooting. We always try, and you're going to see it tomorrow when we post the full recap. We always try to protect and maintain the dignity of those that we serve. And so I want you just to be clear, when we say we serve this many people, we try not to, show their faces and do close-ups. But please understand that does not mean the service didn't happen, right? We just want to try it. And sometimes we can do a better job. We have different teams that are shooting and we're just so happy sometimes to get the shot and to tell the story that sometimes we don't always hit the mark right. But our goal is to serve and because there is a balance there, to serve and maintain and protect the dignity of those that we're serving. We never want the people that we feed or clothe or whatever to simply be viewed or portrayed as a stepping stone to a testimony, right? And so with that being said, I want to be very clear again. This that we did today was a snapshot of culture on a Saturday. And hear me, those of you that are in Atlanta and even Detroit, I understand they had a nice day weather-wise. But in Atlanta especially, it was 70. When I landed this afternoon, it was 70, I think 78 degrees. It is November the 22nd, okay? And it was 78 degrees today. Now, for it to be 78 degrees in Atlanta, with all of the options as far as things to do, for us to still have so many people that came from all over the city to be a part of what we were doing, that one more time speaks to culture. And so let's get into it, because my argument here, what I want to convey to you, every pastor, every leader, is that tomorrow, I want you to hear me, you need to focus on culture more than you focus on crowd. Right? Let's go to work. You ready? I need you to focus on culture more than you focus on crowd. Now, I went live the other day and I shared some insight and some nuggets on the importance of culture. And I want to just recap that and then give you some new stuff here to make sure we're on the same page. Number one, I told you that crowds respond to energy, but it is culture that sustains engagement. Okay? Crowds form because they're curious. You got the new thing. You got the hot thing. You got the popular thing. People are opportunistic in a lot of cases. They see an opportunity to shine. They see an opportunity for a come up. They see an opportunity for brand visibility, right? Crowds generate, or rather curiosity generates crowds, right? But that crowd stays when there's a culture that pushes commitment, okay? So you have to understand, the crowd responds to energy. If you're new, if you're hot, if you're, fresh, if you're different, you're going to get a crowd. Okay. People who couldn't make it over here, they think that maybe this is a shot, right? But it's the culture that will sustain the engagement. Number two, I shared with you, make sure you have this. Let's go here. Culture sets the expectation, before the expansion. What does that mean? Whatever people experience on day one will become their expectation on day 100. Are you listening to me? If people join a church with poor communication, no order, lack of spoken values, it's a free for all. There's no excellent services. Don't start on time. There's no standard for who gets a microphone. What you're doing is everyone that discovers you in that phase, you've taught them that this is acceptable. Okay. And as you're growing, if the culture's not right, as you're growing, all you're doing is amplifying and elevating your dysfunction. Are you guys with me? Culture sets expectation before expansion. Number 3, I told you that, and this, oh, please hear this one. If you didn't get this one last time, this one right here is worth the cost of admission. This is worth the live right here. Please make sure you understand that culture determines the kind of people that you attract. Listen to me. Whatever the culture of your church, your ministry, your team is, you will produce, it will produce after its own kind. Are you listening to me? Culture determines the kind of people you attract. Write this down if you didn't get this before. Systems attract skill, but culture attracts character. Teach. This is so good. I'm going to keep teaching this. I'm going to keep teaching this till it gets in your heart, till it gets in your spirit. If excellence and honor and urgency and unity are what you model, those are the kinds of people that will join your team. And let me say something. I don't mean any harm. I don't mean to be offensive, but if you're offended at a certain point, being offended is inevitable, but staying offended is a choice. And some of you want to be offended. So if that's you, I don't know what to tell you. But I will say this. Not only is it true that you attract what your culture models, but it is equally true that you repel what your culture does not support. Did you hear that? Did that make sense? Let me say it again. You attract what your culture embraces. You're excellent, you're going to attract excellent. You're punctual, you're going to attract punctual. Are you hearing me? You're spirit-filled, you're going to attract spirit-filled. But the opposite, the inverse is also true. You will eventually begin to repel that which the culture does not support. If you don't, I'm just going to say it, you're going to lose some opportunists. The opportunists have a short shelf life. And you will lose them if the culture does not lend itself to opportunism. Are you hearing me? You're going to lose raggedy people. Let's just talk. Come on. You're going to lose raggedy people if the culture is too heavy on excellence. People that just don't want to ever be on time, they're not going to stick around. They're going to find a late church. People that don't ever want to make a budget, don't ever want to get out of debt, don't ever want to trust God and be generous, they're not going to stay in a culture that emphasizes generosity if that's not what they want. Now, to be very clear, there are some that will be attracted to that culture who are not there yet, but they're attracted because it's where they want to be. Are you with me? All right. So culture determines the kind of people that you attract. Now, pause. All of that was review. I'm going to get into the new stuff. It's 110 of y'all in here. Everybody, stop what you're doing. Hit the share button real quick. I'm asking you to help me help somebody else. There are pastors. There are church leaders. I'm leaning in for this. Hey, Lorraine, love you. There are pastors and church leaders that are frustrated. They are depressed. Their blood pressure is up. I'm not being funny. Their marriage is strained. Their children don't like ministry, in part because they're looking for solutions, some of which are being expressed in this live. And some of us are too selfish to even hit the share button. I want to remind you, you never know whose freedom, deliverance, encouragement, strength is on the other side of your simple decision to share. Help me encourage a pastor tonight. Hit the share button. All right. Now, let me give you 3 more reasons as to why, I hope you're here, as to why culture has to be more important than crowd. I've told you, number one, for those that are coming in, I see the numbers going up. Thank you all for sharing. I'm legitimately praying the same grace over those of you that are sharing, that rest on our church, on our ministry, on my life. I'm praying that God transfers that thing to you tonight because of your willingness to help spread the word. Hey, Brushenda, love you so much. I just told you that crowds respond to energy, but it is culture that sustains engagement. I told you that culture sets expectation before expansion. I've told you that culture determines the kind of people that you attract, but write this down. This one's very important. Don't be offended, but you need to hear this. Write it down. Culture outlives charisma. Culture, thank you for sharing, Pastor Tamer. Culture outlives charisma. Write this down. What? I'm charismatic. People like me. Great. We're all proud of you. But guess what? Culture outlives charisma. I want to give it to you like this, and I pray that you won't be offended, but just consider this for me, and you need to just hide this in your notes for a moment and stew on this, ponder this. Charisma can build a moment, but culture builds movements. Did you hear what I said to you? That's so much better. And if we're being honest tonight, it's Saturday night. We have to be honest. It's too late in the evening, literally, spiritually, figuratively, the whole nine. It's too late to sugarcoat. But you ought to be thinking of names right now. When I said it, when God gave it to me, I immediately began to think of just a litany of names and said, man, that's true. Think about what I just said. Charisma can build a moment, but culture builds movements. How many of us have either been in places ourselves where this was applicable, or we have seen people that this applied to? We have maybe even been a part of movements that we thought were movements, but in reality, looking through the lens of time, it wasn't a movement, it was a moment. Why was it only a moment? Why was it relegated to a moment? Because it was built on charisma and not culture. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Culture outlives charisma. Every leader, ask yourself the question, what happens when you're not in the room? Uh-oh. It's getting quiet in here. Come on. One of the reasons, just being very honest with you, that I was so tremendously proud and excited about Serve Day is the fact that while we were in 4 cities today, 3, absolutely. Pastor Moore wasn't in any of them. I was on another assignment that I could not get out of. But guess what? The work didn't stop. The work wasn't hindered. The work wasn't disrupted because the work wasn't built on one personal set of charisma, one person's charisma, I should say. What happens when you're not in the room? Some of you are thinking right now, let's tell the truth. If I'm not in the room, Lord, child, gee, these folk don't know. They act like they don't know nothing. If I don't tell them what to do, that means that culture hasn't taken root yet. Not a healthy one. People, watch me. People should know what to do without being told what to do. That's the reality when a culture is present. And too many of us, I don't mean no harm, but all you pastors, I love you. I love us. I'm for us. I'm committed to us. I'm giving my life to further the causes that we have as leaders of God's people. But hear me, too many of us are stuck on personal charisma, and we're using personal charisma as a church growth tactic. Stop it. Stop. It's not going to work. 2, if it works for a moment, it won't work long. It's not sustainable. 3, have we forgot upon this rock I will build my church, I and mine belonging to God? Gates of hell shall not prevail against it. The gates of hell won't prevail against the church that he builds, that he builds. That promise does not apply to the thing you build. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? If the church crumbles If your charisma's not there, shame on you for making it about you. Because a healthy church, y'all better hear me, a healthy church that's going to be able to sustain has to embrace the fact that culture always outlives charisma. Are y'all hearing me? It's about 120 some of y'all in here. If y'all are hearing me, if y'all are feeling what I'm saying, I need you just to drop it in the chat. Just drop that word culture. 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 It is the oxygen of your ministry. It is the oxygen of your church. People can't see it, but they can tell if it's toxic. I see you, Demetrius. I see you, Crystal. That's right. Culture. We cannot build ministries on the back of our personal charisma. Because watch this, and I'm moving on. I got 2 more points I'm going to give you, and it's Saturday. I had to take a break to talk to y'all because I've been talking to the Lord all day, and we are tussling about tomorrow, trying to get this word right. I had to take a break and share some other stuff He gave me for this, but I'm not going to hold you guys all night. But I want to make sure you understand this as we talk, and I see you guys putting it in there. As we're talking about culture outliving charisma, you have to make sure you understand that if you don't fully embrace this, and I know you can say it, but if you don't actually embrace it and model it, you are asking for an early grave. Because watch this, if we're built exclusively on your personal charisma, let's just be honest, what happens when you're not popular no more? But me not be popular. What you talking about? I'm this, I'm that. Okay, let me help you. Ain't nobody hot forever. Come on. Ain't nobody hot forever. I was it's a weird parallel. I don't know why my mind works like this, but I was scrolling on Facebook and somebody had put up a video, and it was lighthearted, but it was they were roasting him so bad. It was, wasn't mean spirited, but it was funny. They were talking about R&B singer by the name of Genuine, and they were talking about him. They said, "Unc, you need to give it up." They were posting clips from some concert he did recently, and he was trying to dance, and he was slow and stiff, and they was like, "Unc, you need to just go ahead and sit down, Unc." Now, why do I tell that? Because I'm old enough to remember when there was a generation where Genuine could do no wrong. Yeah, the 9 o'clock. It was a grandfather clock. I'm old enough to remember, though, there was a time when no one in my generation, that generation, would have thought to roast Genuine because he was him. But guess what? Ain't nobody hot forever. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So it has to be more. It has to be more. Now you got that 9 o'clock in your head. I understand. It has to be more than your personal charisma. What is the more? Culture. You got to build the church, ministry, team, business, whatever your context is. It has to be built bigger than you, because you are not sustainable forever. You, listen to me, as anointed and gifted and and wonderful as you are, hear me, you are a finite resource. No, I'm God's man. Yeah, God is infinite. You are not. If he doesn't come back soon, you are going to leave. If he does not come back within a certain amount of time, you are going to leave, because you are finite. You are limited. God is not, you are. Therefore, if the work is going to last and live, it's got to be built on more than just you. Are y'all getting anything? Okay, let me keep going then. Let me keep going. Now, let me throw this out there. That's right, Crystal, finite. That's right, Rachel. God is infinite. You are not. That's right, Lorraine. None of us are sustainable, but our systems can be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, you took me somewhere, Lorraine, that I want to mention. I didn't say anything about it earlier, but I don't want to fail to mention what's on the screen even now. I am so proud and so grateful that hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pastors around the world have got our latest offering. This, what you see on the screen, this is my 79-page growth strategies blueprint. There's segments on leadership, culture, finance, budget, digital and media, social media, multiple sites, all of that. Outreach strategies, it's all there and it is available. In addition, listen to me, I'm going to plug it one time real good, then we're moving on. Got to give this other information. It is available right now with a 2-hour masterclass where I literally go through and explain the things that we are doing to grow. There's a reason. I don't mean any harm, but I'm not going to hide it because you're uncomfortable about it. I will not dim my light because some of y'all don't have sunglasses. There's a reason our church has grown to 3,700 people in 2.5 years. God has given us strategy. It's very simple. I want to make this appeal to you. There are 120 something of y'all in here. It is Saturday night. Many of you are stressed. Many of you are concerned. Many of you are nervous because you're going into Sunday without a strategy. Let's be real. Your plan, you know what your strategy is? And I'm not here to judge you. I've been you, but I'm telling you there's another way. There's a better way. You know what your strategy is? We're going to let the Lord have his way. Let me help you. That's not a strategy. Because you know why? Whether you let him or not, the Lord is going to have his way. You don't have the authority to lock him up. But let me help you. That's not a strategy. And so what we've done is we've put together all of these strategies that have helped us grow. And we put them in the workbook, the blueprint. We put them in the 2-hour class. It's normally $200. I'm giving it to you now for only $40. How in the world do I get that? Because I'm tired of trying to figure everything out. Do what the screen says real quick before I give you these other points. Inbox me very simply. Inbox me very simply the word strategy right here on Facebook. Inbox me the word strategy. I'm going to send it to you right to your inbox. All you have to do is click it and make a $40 decision. I'm curious, as much money as you're hemorrhaging and putting in out of your own pocket to try to make your church work, as much struggling and suffering as you're doing, why would you let a $40 investment keep you from insight and information that has the potential to transform your entire ministry? Inbox me now. The word strategy. I'm going to send you one more time. Look at this. The 79-page workbook, strategy, culture, leadership. I'm going to send this to you and a 2-hour masterclass where I talk about outreach. I talk about fundraising. I talk about offerings. I talk about all of that. And all you have to do is apply it. Take my name off, put your name on, and go to work. The principles work if you work them, okay? So inbox me right here on Facebook, the word strategy. I'm going to send it to you now. Now, don't wait, because there is a cap on it. So you need to do it now. God's Child Erica, it's in your inbox that fast. Peter Jeffrey, you commented. Don't comment. Inbox me right here on Facebook. We're going to send it right to you. Okay. Now let me get back to this information. Let me get back to these notes. Let me get back to what I want to tell you about culture. Okay. Write this down. Write this down. If you don't define culture, your people will. Write down what I just told you. If you don't define the culture in your ministry, in your church, on your team, if you don't define it, your people will. Let me be very clear. It is not an issue of if we have a culture or not. It's an issue of which culture do we have? What culture do we have? All you can do is shape it. Did you hear what I just said to you? Dr. Lotz, check your inbox. It's there. Okay. If you don't set it, the people will. Because every group, you need to know this, every group creates culture. Every group. Either intentionally or accidentally, but culture will be created. Lorraine, you're preaching. Whether you said it or not, it will be said. I want to be very clear. Lady Bolton, check your inbox. It's right there. Whether you said it or not, it will be said. But as Lorraine said, their definition and what they said is not necessarily consistent with your mandate. Are you hear what I'm saying? Okay. Now, with that in mind, you have to understand that without leadership, divine culture, hear me, the loudest personality sets the atmosphere, not the leader. I just said something. Everybody in here needs to get up and dance off of what I just said. If you as the leader don't define the culture, then the loudest personality in the room is going to set the atmosphere. And oftentimes, loudest is not necessarily right. Okay? You hearing me? I'm giving you a chance to process this. Too many of us have allowed our churches to fall into disarray. Let's just be real. Too many of us have allowed our churches to fall into chaos because you didn't set order, you didn't set culture, you didn't correct, you didn't rebuke. Y'all getting tired on me? Y'all getting tight? You didn't address, you didn't adjust, you didn't shift. And what happened was the loudest person became the leader. Well, I just think now you in a meeting and nobody looking at you, they looking at so-and-so. Take the oversight. Because if how we do things isn't taught, it will be invented. And whenever, you better hear me well, whenever the leader is silent on culture, you are giving permission for dysfunction. I said what I said. I said what I said. I'm going to say it again. Whenever you as the leader are silent on culture, you give permission for dysfunction. I want to authorize a pastor on here tonight. Open up your mouth and say something. You walking around silent, afraid to correct, afraid to address, afraid, I don't want, if I say something, I might lose them. If you can't lead them, you've already lost them. And if you can't lead them, their loss is not a loss. I feel the Holy Ghost on here tonight. That's not a loss. If they can't follow, that's not a loss. Are y'all hearing me? Somebody just say it out loud if you have to. Some of y'all need to hear it. You might want to type it, but just say it like this. Every loss is not a loss. I know I'm telling the truth. I know I'm telling the truth. I'm going to say that again. Every loss is not a loss. Come on. Sometimes, watch me, God multiplies by subtracting. Yeah. I feel my help in here tonight. God sometimes multiplies by subtracting. Are y'all with me? I love what Pastor McCorkle said. He got his growth strategies blueprint. He says, received it today, and wow, that is the response. That is the response. Everyone, if y'all are hearing what I'm saying, if y'all have been blessed by this, you need to inbox me now. Pruning, Jay. You need to inbox me now the word strategy. I'm going to send it to you. It is the entire 79-page workbook, and it is the entire and complete 2-hour training, 2-hour masterclass. It's normally $200. I'm giving it to you now for $40 tonight. I'm trying to help you. Why is it not the normal 200? Because most of the people that need it can't afford it. Or our faith is a little low and we don't have the confidence to make an investment. But if you can't make a $40 investment, you don't need to even talk about growing no more. You can't. Yeah. Can I give you one more? Can I give you one more? Let me give you one more. If you don't define culture, your people will. But write this down. This is the last one I'll give you. We got to go. Write this down. Culture determines your speed of expansion. Yeah. Write it down. Culture determines your speed of expansion. One more time. Culture determines your speed of expansion. Now, what does that mean? Growth happens, and I want you to make sure you hear this. I see y'all writing it down. I love the community that we're building here. I really, really love this. I really love that. I'm serious too. There's something special happening here, and I'm not being deep or spooky, but collaboration is so much more powerful than I think we realize, and environment matters. I cannot emphasize that enough. Environment matters. Now, let me make sure you hear this. Culture determines the speed of expansion. Growth happens at the speed of trust and clarity. And trust and clarity is a part of the formula for culture. And so what does that mean? When values are internalized, vision moves faster because why? Number one, decisions become simpler. We don't have to fight about stuff. We don't have to argue about stuff. We don't have to debate back and forth. If it doesn't fit the culture, we can move on. Got that? Decisions become simpler. Number two, direction needs less explanation. Why are we doing such and such? Oh, never mind. The culture dictates that. This is what we do here. This is how we move. This is the way we flow. And then as a consequence, momentum has less interruption. Culture reduces friction and increases flow. So as a consequence, I say it again, y'all want to expand. I get it. We want to expand. I want to expand. They want to expand. He want to expand. She want to expand. Everybody want to expand. But realize that culture determines how fast the expansion takes place. Kia Brown, check your inbox. Lady Bolton, check your inbox. Y'all hearing me? Some of us are slowing our expansion down unintentionally because we won't invest in our culture. I like how you said that, Lorraine. Culture plus trust plus clarity equals wind. Let's go. Let's do something. All right. All right. Now, listen, we've been on for 43 minutes. I need to be letting y'all go at 45 because tomorrow, again, is a major day. I want to say this again. This has to be a season, a moment, a year, a window, a week, a Sunday. Hear me, where you embrace culture. Okay? Got to be a Sunday where you embrace culture. Culture is more important than the crowd. Because if you get the crowd without the culture, they won't come back. And the late Bishop Norman Wagner used to say, there's some fish you only catch one time. I want to admonish you, get the culture together. Get in God's face, get in his presence. Look, show me how to do this. All right. It's going to be necessary. Now, let me say this for the last time. I don't want you to miss out. Why should you go hungry while others are being blessed and others are being fed? If you want the culture, or rather the strategies blueprint, it is 79 pages. I keep putting it up just so y'all kind of see how detailed it is. It's graphs, it's charts, it's checklist. It's all kind of stuff on finance, leadership, strategy, culture, social media, outreach. It's all there. All right. And more importantly, equally as important, you're going to get the 2-hour masterclass where I literally hold your hand and walk you through what we've been doing to grow. It works. You see the videos, you see the clips, you see the posts every week. You see the people joining by the dozens. It works if you work it. All right. I don't want you to have another Sunday that you go into without a strategy. Let me help you help your people. Inbox me right now. There's still some more spots available tonight. Inbox me the word strategy. I'm going to send you the 2-hour training video. I'm going to send you the 79-page workbook. It's going to come to your email. I'm going to send it to you tonight. And instead of you having to pay $400 or $200, you can get it for $40 tonight. Choice is yours. The choice is yours. Is growth, is peace of mind, is the assurance that comes with knowing I'm following a plan, is that worth $40? I can't take the kids do Chick-fil-A for $40. Is being equipped with strategy and insight, is that worth $40? If my blood pressure going down because I'm not trying to figure everything out all the time, is that worth $40? Is having additional confidence when I talk to my leaders about where we're going, is that peace of mind worth $40? If so, inbox me now the word strategy. I'm going to send it to you now. And I'm praying God does something special for us tomorrow. Love y'all. I'll see y'all then. Take care.